Hello there everyone, welcome back to another Star Wars Unlimited video. We had a live stream today that was surprisingly eventful actually. We got a bunch of new card reveals, a lot of Galactic Championship news, and also like a load of art to kind of get excited for. We got a lot of information about prestiges and all that sort of stuff, so I'm just going to go ahead and get started. I wasn't actually planning on making a video about this, but this article came out earlier today and I was like, okay, fine, there's nothing crazy in here, but actually then like after the stream I was like, yeah, fine, let's do it. So I'm just going to quickly go through and we're just going to have a look at some of the pieces of artwork here. I'm going to flag some that I think are particularly cool. Just leaving these up on... there's some words you can read if you so choose. I think this one's pretty cool. This is really nice. I imagine this will be on a base, but I guess it could be on an event. The old Darker art, which of course we've already seen. This Yoda is clean. I'm a big fan of this Yoda. Obviously, I've already said this is one of my favorite pieces of artwork in the set. This fight is so cool. Here we've again, I've already seen this card, and then they showed off this triptych, which when I originally saw it, I didn't notice Yoda, so I thought it was a diptych, and I was like, "There's a lot of negative space in the middle there." I just didn't see Yoda. Of course, the iconic "Around the Survivors a Perimeter Create." If that is not an event card, I will be fuming. But yeah, obviously this like looks incredible. Actually, this isn't Geonosis. This is I forgot the name of it. Season like 1 or 2 of the Clone Wars. Can't remember. Anyway, don't worry about it. Yeah, this is super cool. So not Around the Survivors of Perimeter Create, but you know, whenever I see Yoda, I just can't help but think that. So we also got pictures of these. These are prestige cards. This is what the prestige cards are going to look like. So actually, we didn't. So the Darth Vader art and the old Darker art are different, and therefore. I am very interested because they don't actually, but because the Darth Vader artwork that is on the prestige, like the Carbonite packs, is different to this. So I think we're getting 2 Darth Vaders, which is pretty interesting. So we'll see how that goes. But here's some really cool artwork. I think all of these look great. I mean, obviously Kylo, my beloved, they just all look incredible. And then here's some old art we've already seen. Let's go ahead and just jump into spoilers. Whoa, we'll come to those promos later. Let's talk about the artwork first. Just to flip through it. Very briefly, and then we can sort of like move on. So this is a really cool like force throw thing. I think this is super cool. This will be a cool play map, but also like just very Fusro Dari. Yeah, I think this is super nice. Here we have a Grand Inquisitor card with like actually really good artwork. Why this wasn't the leader artwork is beyond me, but whatever. It just looks so cool. And then we have, I think this is meant to be Afra, but I like that this is like a generic lightsaber where you can't see. I mean, there's very cool like artwork, right? Where it's like, oh, I see what they're doing. They're covering up the face with the blade, and it's like blurred out, so it's meant to be any character. That is really neat. I like that a lot. I think this is one of my favorite ones they showed off. Then we have a big whale. Whoa. For some reason, they showed a set 4R2. I think they just got a bit confused because they talked about how good this artwork was, and everyone was like, isn't that from set 4? And they were like, oh yeah, it's from set 4, our bad. And we were like, okay, sure, anyway. This is one of the best artworks they've done in the game. If there is not a prestige force token of some kind where I can get this, I will be really mad. This has got to be a force token of some kind. And they did confirm that this will be a playmat. I think this is... I'm not sure. I think this is like a standard release playmat as well, which is great because it's one of the best pieces of artwork they've done. And then, of course, the Borgs, who we've seen. Darth Revan's lightsabers in super high res. These look great. Throne room fight scene! This is one of my favourite scenes in all of Star Wars. Yeah, this is super cool. So looking forward to seeing the artwork this ends up being on. Then we've got old Dark, which obviously we have seen. This sick Dooku, super cool. I love the shadow work on the left arm. I had to check. Yeah, just super cool. Obviously, like Sidious in the background, the lightsaber. Just super cool artwork. I'm a big fan. This random person, Cal, which we've seen a billion times. Okay, so we've run through all those. And I think, oh yeah, and then they showed off some prestige triptych art. So obviously here is a high-res version of this. If this is not on a playmat, I'm sure someone will put it on one. And then we have this, we all know, from, I think, anyway, yeah, Rebels. Okay, so now let's talk about the some of the prestige variants they showed off. So first of all, let's talk about this Darth Malak. Oh, it looks so good. So they confirmed a couple of things. The first thing they confirmed is there are diptychs and triptychs. They also confirmed there are 3 3x3 pages around the Force theme. So there are 9 hero Force themed cards. then 9 villain force team cards, and 9 neutral force team cards. And we've seen the backgrounds for all of those, so I can show you those now. So here is a new card, and we'll talk about this in a moment. This is Gungi, 2-drop, 2/5. Guys, I'm putting 3 of this and everything. This card is really, really sticky. It's really, really good. Yeah, I'm very high on Gungi. On a 2-drop, this is a 3-drop stats on a 2-drop. I mean, come on. Yeah, and just looks great. I'll be getting all of these in Prestige Rarity for sure. Yeah, really, really powerful card. And this is the background you will see on those hero force units and the framing. Here are some villain force units, so you can actually see that we got 3 different ones. And you can see, not actually on the Pong Krell because that's from a different row, but the Karis and the Kylo, the backgrounds completely flow into each other. So it'll all be on like one complete background. Should look pretty cool in a binder. But yeah, so we got some procedures there. Have to say, I'm not as much of a fan of this style as for the ships. So I do think that like the ones like this, I would be kind of happy if my favorite units aren't like this, because like they look better than the normal versions in some cases, but like is it like that much better? But yeah, I mean obviously there's some really, really cool ones here. And then here is what the neutral looks like. I think this is the nicest looking background frame. I think this actually the neutral force ones are going to be the best looking. So I am quite excited to see all of those. Okay, now we've seen all those. We've seen one new card. Again, I just want to talk about how good this Malik looks. Let's talk about Galactic Championship prizing, because that's what you're here for. So they showed off 5 or 6 new prize cards. So first off, this is Anakin. Now, the first 4 of these I'm going to show you they did not confirm where on the prize wall they are available, but I believe that where are they available. So they're either, they didn't confirm if they are silver pack or black pack, or if they are just on the wall. The only one they confirmed, we do have like a confirmed 2 from the black pack. So I mean, we can probably like figure out like how many are left, because there's not actually that many left in the black pack for it there could possibly be. But anyway, this is the Anakin Champion of Mortis. Oh my god, this looks so good. Such a cool piece of artwork. Just a solid card. I mean, it looks great. A really, really big fan of this. I love the drop shadow going onto the name, but this is not the best artwork of any of them. This is a banger pick. This Ezra, this is just like going to be staple. This 3/5. I love the tentacle slithering out, like going over the 3 cost, going over the text a little bit. Just really, really cool playing around there. They did also, I believe, confirm that these are all going to be foil, which I'm okay with, but I know some people are not happy with. But that's fine. Just sell me your cards for cheap. Okay, let's talk about the best ones. Obi-Wan. This looks great. This looks super good. No complaints whatsoever about this. Fantastic card choice. This card is just going to be staple all over the place. So I love that they have taken just some 3/5s and just put them in there. Like, great choice. Let's talk about the best card here. Oh, Qui-Gon. Oh my god. First of all, this is a staple. This is one of the best cards in the game. Any yellow deck that like is not aggro basically is going to be slamming this card. It is incredibly strong, and oh my god, his text covers up like his head covers up like the subtext behind him. The lightsaber goes all the way across. There's like laser bolts coming in, covering up the aspects, bursting through the frame. Just the whole thing is just absolute perfection. Like the green mist in the background. I believe this is from the start of episode 1. So like, I mean, yeah, and it's such a good likeness as well. I really want Liam Neeson to sign like a playset of these for me. That'd be cool. Anyway, yeah, Ambush. We know this card's good. I don't need to explain this card. This card's incredible. So yeah, we don't know whether these are from the black packs or from the silver packs, though considering the card numbering, we can probably deduce it, and I am pretty confident that the Anakin and the Qui-Gon are black pack, and the Ezra and the Obi-Wan are silver pack, but we can go back and check, and actually I will do that, just for my own interest. But yeah, and then finally we have a diptych here. This is the black pack diptych, so they confirm there's a diptych on the prize wall, there's a diptych in the silver packs, and there's a diptych in the black packs. This is the black pack diptych. To be honest, well, maybe these the Sidious ends up being better than we thought it was going to be, but I would say these are actually relatively low power cards for... I mean, the Tyrannus is amazing. Right, sorry, to clarify, the Tyrannus is incredible. The Sidious is, like, fine, so I don't think this is, like, insane. But yeah, just... great artwork, like absolutely incredible. And they did confirm that all of the diptychs will be available, that they've made for Galactics as playmats. So this will be available on playmat, which I will be picking up. Also, they confirmed that Kylo and Rey are getting one, and obviously that's going to be the throne room fight scene, which is absolutely one I'm picking up like that. Yeah, super excited. So that is the news. Huge, honestly, I cannot wait. Galactics, I just get more and more excited every single time they show us any information about it. Apparently we'll be finding out a lot more information in June. I suspect that's when we'll just get the full dump, because like the set will be mostly revealed by June, and then they can just show us like all of the cards. They can show us all of the prize wall stuff, everything. Maybe we'll get some information about costs and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, can't wait for July. Super excited for the set. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you found it useful. If you did, please like, subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.